Hi there, and welcome to Your Journey Yoga. I'm Cheryl. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to do things a little bit differently today. I had a request for just spending some time on your mat and getting some really good stretching in. So remaining kind of in a seated position, we may shift from on your knees to on your bottom to different places, but really spending some time down low to get some good stretches in. So sometimes the challenge can be getting warm enough to be able to get those good stretches in, but I promise you that will happen. So I invite you to grab some water so that it's handy, be in something comfortable that you can move around freely, that's not too loose, and let's begin. So if you need to stop, please do, as always. If something doesn't feel right to you, you can always modify, you can always opt out. The beauty of this is that you can fast forward if you want to, but as much or as little as you like. Join me, please. So we're going to start in a seated position, someplace that feels right to you. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Give those shoulders a big roll up and back. And then as your shoulders slide down and away, close your eyes. Let those shoulders come down and away. Do that shoulder roll one more time. Make it big. Take it up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes. Relax your jaw. Relax your arms. And just give yourself a second to tune out the rest of the world and to tune inward, listening to how your body's feeling today. Full, big, deep breaths help let go of tension, tightness, wherever it might be hiding. Now keep those eyes closed and just slowly walk your hands forward, relaxing the weight of the upper body down. Arms can be as long as you'd like them to be, or as bent as you'd like them to be. And just let your upper body be heavy. Soften your face. Give your head a little shake if you like. Inhale, lift just slightly and walk your hands forward just a little bit. And relax the weight of the upper body back down. Give your tailbone a little press towards the floor. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Inhale, lift just slightly and walk your hands out to the right. Reach to those left fingertips as far as you can reach and relax the weight of your head. We take that left arm up and over. Open the tummy and chest. Reach towards the side of the room. Turn your gaze towards the sky. Give a little push with that right hand. Lift that left side of the rib cage, creating space between the ribs. Turn your gaze towards the floor. Tuck your chin towards that right collarbone. As you exhale, release the tummy and chest back to your thigh. Release the weight of the arm, release the weight of the head. Inhale, lift just slightly and walk your hands through center. Fingertips reach out as far as you can reach and relax the weight of the upper body down. Give a little press of that tailbone back towards the mat, creating that extra space in that lower lumbar region of your spine. Inhale, lift just slightly and walk your hands out to the left. Reach to those right fingertips as far as you can reach. Right hip presses towards the floor. We circle that right arm up and over, open in the tummy and chest. Reaching towards the side of the room, turn your gaze towards the sky. Now give a little push with that left hand, lift the right side of your rib cage. Create that space between each of the ribs, those intercostal muscles. Really nice stretch, turn your gaze towards the floor. Tuck your chin towards that left collarbone. And just breathe. As you exhale, release the tummy and chest back to your thigh. Reaching out through those right fingertips, relax the weight of your head. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through center. Fingertips walk out as far as you can walk them. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of the arms overhead, reach it high. As you exhale, turn to the right. Tap the fingertips to the floor. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn back to face front. As you exhale, turn to the left. Tap your fingertips to the floor. Inhale, reach to the sky, come back to face front. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward, core strong. Little tap of the fingertips to the mat. Now reach it out as far as you can reach. Circle the arms around, all the way around behind you. Hands to the floor. Press and lift your hips to the sky. Open the chest, open those hips. Exhale, release your bottom back down. Big circle of those arms up and over. Coming forward once again, reach. Little tap of the fingertips. Lengthen and reach, core strong, hinge all the way up. Again, circle the arms around behind. Hands to the floor, press and lift those hips. Building a little heat. Exhale, release your bottom back down. One more time, same thing, up and over. Hinge it forward. Relax the weight of the head. Inhale, reach it out. Hinge it all the way back up. Circle the arms around behind. Press and lift your hips to the sky. Exhale, release your bottom back down. Lift the arms to the sky. And release those hands down by your sides. Sit up nice and tall. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, release your chin towards the chest. As you exhale, roll the head to the right. Right ear over the right shoulder. Lift that right shoulder towards your ear. Roll it towards the back of the room. And then press that right palm towards the floor. Now press your left palm towards the floor. We keep that nice tall spine. We draw that right ear towards the hip, towards the shoulder. Find your breath. As you exhale, release the chin back towards the chest. And then gently roll the head to the left. Left ear over the left shoulder. Lift that left shoulder towards your ear. Roll it towards the back of the room. And then press left palm towards the floor. Now press right palm towards the floor. Just creating a nice long line all the way through the neck down that right side. Close your eyes and breathe. As you exhale, release the chin back towards the chest. Bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers and then just gently allow the weight of the arms to draw the chin down. Relax the elbows, relax the weight of the arms. Just a nice long stretch down the back of the neck, down the spine. Inhale, lift the head, open the elbows nice and wide. As you exhale, lean to the right. Take your gaze towards the sky, as far as you'd like to lean, but keep that left sit bone pressing into the mat. Inhale it up tall, core stays strong. Lean to the left, gaze towards the sky. Inhale it up tall, extend those arms out to a T. As you exhale, flex the wrist, hollow the tummy and chest. Press the palms forward, spine back. Inhale, open, and reach. Again, exhale, open the arms to a T. Flex the wrist, hollow the tummy and chest. Press the palms forward, spine back. Inhale it, open, and reach. Exhale, let's flow forward and come up onto all fours. Coming to a tabletop position. Hands are shoulder width apart. Core is strong. We take a big breath in, coming to cow pose. Tummy towards the floor. Gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhale, lift the spine, hollow your tummy and chest, tuck your chin. Again, inhale it back to cow, keeping the core strong. Exhale, lift the spine, hollow your tummy and chest. Let's do 2 more, just moving at your own pace with your breath. Working out any kinks, always keeping the core strong. Let's do 1 more each direction. Tummy down, gaze and sit bones to the sky. Keep that core strong. Exhale, lift the spine, hollow the tummy and chest. And come back to that neutral spine. And sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. Hips back towards your heels. Forehead towards the floor. Child's pose is such a great place. Just to reconnect mind, body, and spirit. Now we're going to extend those arms out nice and long. Hands, shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. We're going to inhale up to a modified high plank. Shoulders right over those fingertips. Core staying strong. Now glue those hands to the floor. Sit it back to child's pose. Again, inhaling up to that modified plank. Exhale it back to child's pose. Let's do 2 more if you like, adding a tricep push-up. You don't have to, but if you like, just build in a little extra heat. Still moving at the pace of our breath. Still aware of that wonderful stretch through the side body as we press back to child's pose, meeting back in child's pose. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the left. Reach to your right fingertips as far as you can reach and press your hips to the right. Long stretch to the rib cage, to the waist, to the arm. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through center. And then over to the right, reach to your left fingertips, press your hips to the left. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through center. Sit it back to child's pose. And let's slowly walk those hands back up to a tabletop position. We're going to sweep that right foot through between the hands. We lift the chest and bring the hands to rest on that right thigh. Our knees are bent at a 90 degrees. And we're going to draw the pelvis forward, bottom of the pelvis forward. So as we tuck that pelvis, visualize it as a bowl. And you want to spill out the back of your bowl. Core is strong. Squeeze that left butt cheek. Draw that left hip forward. Feel that stretch down the front of that left leg. Now gently release that. Take a giant step forward. And now lean in to that right leg. Stretching through the hip flexors. Through those abdominals, chest is lifted, core is strong. Find your breath. Now, if you're feeling pretty warm, your body feels ready, we're going to bring the hands to either side of that right foot, and we're going to slide that left foot back. A little or a lot. Coming in to monkey pose. A little different. If you're not feeling it, come up a little bit. Use some weight of the hands to support you. Find your breath. We lift the hips, pulling that front knee back in. Now let's sit it back onto that left heel. Now if you are taking special care of your knees today, you're going to sweep your foot around. So it's like you were making a number 4. So that left foot is tucked underneath. Otherwise, we're sitting on that heel, getting a nice stretch through the front of that left leg. Flex your right foot, reach to the sky. Turn towards that right leg, hinge it forward, reach it out. Work to place the center of your tummy onto that right leg, hands to the floor, nose towards your knee. Find your breath. Let go if you're finding any tension anywhere. Just let it dissipate. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Flow forward, up onto your knees. Step it back to tabletop. Core is strong. We take that left foot, bringing it forward. Bringing the hands to the top of that left thigh. Again, knees are bent to 90 degrees. That little pelvic tilt, drawing the bottom of that right hip forward. Tipping that pelvis as though it were a bowl. Can you pour out the back of the bowl rather than spilling out the front? Should feel a really nice stretch down the front of that right leg. That's your iliopsoas muscle. And if it's tight, it can often cause your back to be tight as well. Now gently release that intensity through the hip. Giant step forward with that left foot. Go ahead and lean in. Now we get those hip flexors all down the front of that right leg. You might feel this in that left hip a bit. Now again, you can stay right here, just working on those hip flexors. That's an important muscle to stretch. If you like, bring the hands on either side of your foot. Now we're going to press through that front foot and slide that back foot back. A little or a lot. So again, if it's not right, use those hands, use those arms to help support you. We're letting go as much as we can. Breathe. Chest is lifted. Breath slow and steady. Inhale, we lift those hips, pulling that front foot forward. We're going to sit it back onto that right heel. So again, if you are taking special care of your knees, you're going to sweep that foot around so it's more underneath your thigh, or you can have both legs extended. Otherwise, sit up on that right heel. Add a flex of that left foot, reach to the sky. Turn towards that left leg, hinge it forward, reach it out. Work to place the center of your tummy and chest onto that left leg. Hands to the floor, nose towards your knee. And just breathe. Let go of the rest of the world. Connect your breath to help let go of tension. No competition, no comparison, just a celebration of what your body is allowing you to do today. Inhale, reaching out. Sit up nice and tall. Let's release your hands. Come over onto that right hip and sweep both legs in front. Go ahead and walk out those knees. And we're going to open up the legs as wide as you like, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reach to the sky, flex your feet. As you exhale, release that right arm to the inside of the thigh. Reach it up and over. Can you find those toes? If you can't quite find them, just keep reaching. If you can find those toes, take a hold of them. Now roll that left shoulder back as far as you can roll it. Gaze towards the sky. Don't forget to breathe. Can you still smile? That's a pretty good indication of if you're too deep. If you can't smile, you're too deep. If you're holding your breath, you're too deep. Inhale, reach to the sky. Both arms come up, and we're going to take it to the left. Allowing that arm to come to the inside. Right arm reaches up and over. Can you find your toes? Find them if you can. If you can't, keep reaching. And then roll that right shoulder back and away. Find your breath. Can you still smile? Inhale, reach to the sky. Both arms come up. Exhale, pull the hands through the heart center. Release your hands to the floor. And we're going to slowly walk the hands forward. Now you can walk the hands forward as little or as much as you like. Extending and walking. Maybe we come down onto the forearms. Maybe we extend those arms all the way out. Relaxing the chin towards the mat. Or stacking your hands. Or reaching out, taking a hold of the big toes with your first two fingers and your thumb. You can turn the side of the face to the floor. You can be resting on your hands. Just take care of you, whatever feels right. Now, if it feels okay to you, roll those pinky toes towards that back wall. Find your breath. We're not bouncing. We're not fighting anything. We're doing our best to let go of as much resistance as possible. Now slowly, slowly walk your hands back up. Give yourself just a second. Close those legs. Alternate bending knees, just work it out. Awesome. Now we're going to take that right leg off to the side. We're going to cross that left foot out in front of us so we create a nice straight line across the top of your mat. This is called fire log pose. So visualize your legs being stacked like fire logs. We're going to take that right leg, crossing it up and over, working to stack your ankles and your knees. Now it might not be a perfect stack. That's okay. If sitting cross-legged is a great stretch for you, that's fine. Just notice which leg is in front and we're going to switch when we switch. So sitting up nice and tall, we're going to look down through the center of our legs and hopefully you see an isosceles triangle. So your bottom legs, if you see a lot of that bottom calf, you're going to do your very best to draw that bottom leg forward a little bit so that those shins are stacked. Now sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Now this is a pretty intense hip stretch. So if you need to come out before I give you those cues, it's okay. We're going to relax the jaw. We're going to soften the eyes. If you feel yourself squeezing your eyes shut, clenching your jaw, relax. Back off a little bit. Now this next step, you'll know right away if it's right for you, bringing your hands forward. If that feels pretty good, take some of that intensity away. Walk your hands forward. And relax the weight of the upper body down. Now you can walk those arms as far out as you want them to come. We just really want to pay attention to our breath. We're working to let go of that negative energy that we hold in our hips, not to create more. Now slowly, slowly walk those hands back up. Rock back to the point where you can release those legs, extend them out nice and long. Flex your feet, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Tummy down, chest down, hands. Relax the weight of your head. Whole upper body heavy. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. And release your arms. Now we're going to take that left leg off to the side. Crossing that right foot out in front. Shin, nice straight line across the top of your mat. That left leg up and over. Now again, it doesn't have to be beautiful. If you were sitting cross-legged, now you're going to have that other leg in front. And we're going to sit up at just as tall as we can sit. Now notice if one side holds a little more tension. There's a little bit more resistance there. Just knowledge. It's all good. Sit up nice and tall. Feet are flexed and we check through that center. Do we see that isosceles triangle? If you see a lot of that bottom calf, hide it underneath the top one. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes and breathe. Now again, if it feels right to you, we bring our hands forward. You'll know right away if you need to back off, come back to that seated position. If it feels right to you, go ahead and walk your hands forward. Releasing the weight of the upper body down as much as you can allow. Breath slow and deep. Initially, the body is going to tighten up. Through each breath you take, it will let go a little bit more. And slowly, slowly walk those hands back up. Rock back to the point where you can release those legs. Extend the legs out nice and long. Flex your feet, reach to the sky. Giant beach ball on your thighs, hollow out, round over it. Reach towards those toes. Draw that belly button in and up. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Inhale, reach it out. Flatten your back. Sit up nice and tall. And release those arms to staff pose. In staff pose, we're in a 90-degree bend. Just allowing those arms to be heavy. Feet are flexed. As we sit up nice and tall, automatically we're engaging those lower abdominals. Find your breath. Now we're going to do our very best. Side view helps. To keep that torso nice and tall so that we don't lean back and we don't lean forward until I give you that cue. So sitting up nice and tall, arms are down by your sides. We're going to lift that right leg. Have you leaned back? Sit up nice and tall. Release the right leg. Lift the left. It's challenging. Definitely challenging. We're working those quads and release. Again, right leg lifts. And release. Are you still sitting up tall? Left leg lifts. And release. Now keep that length in the spine. Hinge forward about 45 degrees. Hands are going to come down about to the knees. Core is strong. We're going to lift the palms because you're going to want to push against the floor with those fingertips. We're going to do our best to lift both feet without hollowing. So keep that length in the spine. Keep reaching through the crown of the head. We're going to lift both feet. Here we go. Keep that length in the spine. This is not a big movement, my friends. And release. Can we do that one more time? I say yes. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Core strong. Lift. And release. Sit up nice and tall. Reach to the sky. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Let's bring the soles of the feet together into a butterfly. Now those heels can be in close or they can be out far away. Whatever's right for you. Sit up nice and tall. Take a hold at those ankles and gently press those knees down and away. Find your breath. Roll those shoulders back. Close your eyes and breathe. Now let's bring those hands, interlacing the fingers. Slide your hands underneath the outsides of your feet. Thumbs are going to tuck right along the insides of your feet. And we're going to use the thumbs to kind of peel open the soles of your feet. This is cobbler's pose. So as we roll open the soles of the feet, nice stretch for the hips, really nice stretch for the ankles, nice stretch for the feet. Now close your eyes and just breathe. Relax your jaw. Just notice if there's any part of your body that's giving you a little resistance. Can you let that go? Gently open the eyes. Gently release that intensity with the hands. Awesome. We're going to bring the knees together. We're going to bring the hands behind the thighs, and we're going to rock back to a boat pose. Now we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, and we're going to reach through our legs, just supporting kind of just above the ankles. Roll those shoulders back. Now again, we're working to keep that spine nice and tall. As those arms are resting, shoulders are rolled back. If you like, reach your arm through a little further on each side. Bring the index finger to touch the thumb. Just a little more formal hand posture. Again, shoulders are rolled back. Close your eyes and breathe. Believe it or not, this can be a meditation pose for some. If you are one of those some, good for you. Find your breath. Make it slow and steady. Now slowly, slowly release those hands back through. Bring the hands to support behind the thighs. Lift the chest. Extend the legs. Now keeping that support or releasing your support, slowly lower those legs down. Take your time. Heels touch, flex your feet, reach to the sky. Exhale, pass the back of that right hand to the outside of that left foot. Rotate your body and extend in a diagonal line with that left arm. Really press against the outside of that foot. Close your eyes, reach to those fingertips. As you exhale, draw that back hand forward. Bring your palms to touch. Inhale, reach one hand on either side of your foot. Lift it all the way up. And as you exhale, back of the left hand against the outside of that right foot. Rotate your body. Extend that right arm in a diagonal line. Reaching out through those fingers. Spread your fingers if that helps. Find your breath. As you exhale, draw that back hand forward, bring your palms to touch. Inhale, one hand on either side of your feet, reach it up. And slowly roll it back. Slow and steady. And relax. We bring that right foot up by your bottom, and then the left. Hands come down by your sides, palms to the floor. Tuck the pelvis so that the small of the back presses into the mat. Now begin to press through your heels as your hips begin to lift towards the sky, peeling your spine off the floor one vertebra at a time. We're going to press our way all the way up to bridge pose. At the top of bridge pose, we're resting on the back of the shoulders and the back of the head. Now ever so slowly, roll it back down. Keeping those knees right in line with the hips. Each vertebra gently coming back to the mat. Now before we release through that pelvis, re-engage. And once again, press through the heels, lift the hips. All the way back up. At the top of your bridge pose, press through those heels, lift your hips. If you like, shift your weight to that left foot, right toes to the sky. If those hips drop at all, bring that right foot back down. Releasing that right side, center your weight. Shift your weight to that right foot, left leg extends. Again, if those hips drop at all, just bring both feet back to the mat. And release. Slow and steady, one vertebra back to the mat at a time. Till your bottom is the very last to touch. Draw one knee in towards your chest, and then the other. Now lift your feet as though you're going to stand on the ceiling. Flex your feet. Open up those knees just a little bit wider than the width of your rib cage. Reach up with your hands. Take a hold of the outside edges of your foot. Now we're going to press that tailbone back towards the mat. Now we want to work to keep each and every vertebra connected to the mat. Now if by just relaxing the weight of the arms, that helps add the intensity. It might pull your tailbone off the floor a little bit. We're going to work to get it back down. Now we want to keep that tailbone down, and if it feels right to you, use the strength of your arms to start to pull those knees towards the floor, right along the outside of the rib cage. Now notice if that tailbone's pulled off, press it back down. This is dead bug or happy baby. You can close your eyes here. We just want to get those big, deep breaths. And notice all the parts of us that are working and the parts of us that are working to let go. Great stretch for the hips, through the groin. Wonderful lengthener for the spine. Great at activating through the core, the shoulders, the upper and middle back, the biceps, the triceps, the forearms. Gently release the intensity. Close those legs. Bring the hands to the shins just below your knees and gently rock side to side. Just a nice easy rock. And we come back to center, bringing one foot to the floor and then the other. We're going to cross that right foot just above the left knee, pulling the knees in towards the chest, reaching through that little window, interlacing your fingers behind that left thigh. Now use the strength of the arms to pull those knees in towards the chest, and then just nestle your shoulders back down against the mat. Breathe. If you like, extend that left leg, flex your foot. Long stretch through the hamstring and the calf. Gently bending that left knee. Releasing the hands, left foot comes to the floor, right leg crosses all the way over the left, right arm extends out to a T, left hand to the top of the right knee, and gently guide both knees to the left. As you turn your gaze out over that right shoulder. Close your eyes. Biggest, deepest breaths you can get. Wringing out any last little bit of tension, last little bit of tightness. Gently release that left hand and slowly roll it back to center, placing your right foot to the floor. Left leg crosses above the right knee. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Reach your left hand through that little window. Interlace your fingers behind that right thigh. And then use the strength of those arms to pull those knees in. Shoulders get nestled back down against the mat. Great stretch for that left hip. If you like, extend that right leg. Flex your foot. Deepening the stretch through the lower back. Adding that wonderful stretch to the hamstring, to the calf. Arms are strong, spine is long. Bending that right knee. Releasing your hands, right foot to the floor, left leg crosses all the way over the right. Left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the top of the left knee, and just gently guide both knees to the right. Doing our best to keep both shoulders on the floor. Turn your gaze out over that left arm. And then just close your eyes. Find your breath. Bringing out any last little bit of tension. Releasing that right hand, slowly roll it back to center. Drawing your left knee in towards your chest. And then the right. Hands to the shins just below your knees. One more big hug for those knees. And then gently release the intensity. Extend your left leg out and down. Right leg out and down. Arms come down by your sides. Palms open to the sky. Relax the weight of your body. Let your breath flow. Allow yourself just a few moments to just simply be. There is a wonderful, quiet, peaceful place within each and every one of us. Rather than working to create this space, know that it is already within you. That you have the capability to open the door to this beautiful place at any time. I invite you to open that door now, to quietly, peacefully enter this place with an open mind, an open heart, a quiet spirit. So let your breath just guide you. So let there be peace and awareness within the stillness. A gift of time away, a gift of breath to honor this amazing thing called life. Celebrate each breath. Let yourself just be. And as you're ready, slowly, gently, we begin to reawaken. From our little bit of time away, we found peace and balance, joy and awareness. We begin to wiggle our fingers and our toes, to stretch our limbs and to feel the world below us, the weight of our bodies resting against the earth. Maybe a gentle brush of the air against your skin. As you are ready, stretch your limbs and feel that wonderful energy just move through you. Taking your time, and as you like, gently draw your knees in towards your chest, rolling to one side. Just a moment or two, aware of how the mind and the body are feeling right here, right now. Grounded, centered, rested, re-energized. And as you're ready, use the strength of your arms to help you come up to a seated position that feels right to you. Sit up nice and tall, rest your hands comfortably, close your eyes and breathe in and out through the nose. And as we bring our practice to a close, I always like to finish with a few words. These words are always something that you can just let flow on by or take with you today. There are two kinds of people in this world, those who pull you up and those who pull you down. Identify the people who pull you up and show them an attitude of gratitude. And that's brought to us by Keith D. Harrell. Thank you, sir. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until the next time, the Spirit in me honors the Spirit in each and every one of you, which means namaste.